feature. So let me give you a little update here on shipping. You probably see a lot of shipping container ships sitting off of Long Beach and LA, and this is just a direct result of the surge of demand, that has been coming from Southeast Asia. We've been tracking some statistics lately, and one of them is showing the number of containers, that are going in and out of ports. So in the month of December and January, there was a huge shortage of containers coming out of, the southeastern Asian ports of Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Shenzhen. And what that did was that created a pent-up demand for shipping. And so when the containers, which are starting to arrive now, they're just flooding the ships and creating a very tight capacity. So there's many factors, with market conditions. One of them is availability of containers. One would be the ship's capacities. The other is the labor to unload the container ships. And the labor issue, I guess, is getting resolved because they're doubling up ships, and longshoremen are able to work, overtime to help, clear the ships off. The one bit of good news is the dwell time, which is how long the ship has to wait before it comes to port, as it's anchored offshore, has been reduced from 2 weeks to 1 week over the past 6 weeks. So those are the good signs. And again, this influx or out of balance of containers and container ships, and is just creating bubbles of demand. And until it equalizes, we're going to see this volatility continue. But there is hope on the horizon, and that is with time, this should settle down and things should return to semi-normal.
Yeah, TK and I was at the Frog House yesterday, or excuse me, on Sunday, and we were
Yeah,
talking about that too. He can't get a lot of things for the surf shop because of the shipping issues. I forget what he was saying.
right. But yeah, I mean, so that creates some anxiety. So what I'm hearing also from some of my friends in the industry is that retailers, are starting to double up their volumes so that they won't be impacted for Christmas. So they're willing to take the risk of not just in time delivery, but to take deliveries, 6 months in advance, so they have availability for a strong, robust Christmas season. So again, they're, again, doubling up their demand because of, worrying about a crisis that's occurring right now. So again, that just sort of adds fuel to the fire. But yeah, TK is definitely impacted by the fact that he can't get container ships to pull his cargo.
Hey, Chuck, there's some great pictures that Teddy Hart gave me from the Malarkey's live remote we did a couple weeks ago, where I
Yeah.
guess I gave you my Facebook Live camera from my iPhone, and you were shooting me. There's good pictures of you and me together that I've got to share with you.
Oh, wonderful. That was such a good time, and looking forward to this Friday at Blackie's to repeat and have another big showing.
You've got to be down for that one, along with all
I,
the surf reporters.
I'm going to be adjusting my schedule so that maybe even I'll get a surf session in before I join the party.
Oh, dude, that'll be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're our live remote this Friday. You guys are all invited. We got tons of giveaways. All the sponsors will probably be there once again representing. Full bar at Blackie's Bar, right next to the Newport Beach Pier, just north of the pier, and the Dory Deli. So you can get breakfast at Dory Deli, coffee there as well. Full bar at Dory Deli and full bar at Blackie's with the live remote broadcast. Our second one beginning at 7 and going till 11, right at the beach. Blackie's is just right there. The surf spot in front of it is called Blackie's, the only surf spot in the world that's named after a bar, and one of Newport Beach's oldest bars. So hopefully we'll see you there this Friday. All right. So, Chuck, are you ready? The owner of CPC Consultants. We have a lady who wants to try and stump Chuck. I think it
Right.
is Is that Sarah? Are you on the line? Hang on just for a sec. I got to give
Yeah.
the official introduction here. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the day. Every Tuesday, we present to you the most unique game show in the world when people ask questions about shipping. And he knows everything about shipping. He is the CEO of CPC Consultants, Chuck freaking Popick. And here's Chucky.
Thank you, Poorman. I always get a kick out of that. I can't contain my laughter. But thank you for that introduction. And we have a caller on the line. And who do we have today?
Hi, Chuck. This is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
How's it going?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you great. Can you hear me?
I hear you just perfectly.
Okay.
All right.
What's your shipping question?
Yeah, Sarah, nobody has stumped Chuck in quite a while. Actually, they did about 3 weeks ago.
Well, contact Carl on a technicality.
Well, I had a question about shipping spores to California for mycology research. Do you know if that's legal?
One more time, Sarah, what are you shipping?
Shipping syringes of spores for mycology research?
Syringes.
Of spores.
Oh, spores. Oh my gosh. Well,
For mycology research.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That is a great question. So, you can pretty much ship anything. In fact, we have a customer that is developing drugs, to fight infectious diseases. So they're actually taking samples. It happens to be in Japan, but you can pretty much ship everything. As long as you have the right paperwork, as long as that it's sealed and it's contained properly. If you're shipping, large quantities, you'll see trucks that have these diamond placards that identify the type of hazardous material that they're shipping. But as long as you've documented what you're shipping, then the transportation company will know how to deal with it if there's a spill. So these.
Okay. I was asking because it's
Sure.
I've been looking into it, and like some companies will say yes to every state except for Georgia, like I think Idaho, and then some say yes to California and some say no. So I thought it was like a strange gray area about California.
Yeah, no, nothing really. There's no regulation. I mean, the only thing that's regulated, it's legal in one state and it's not legal in others, and interstate commerce is not allowed. That would be the cannabis trade. So.
Yeah, I know that's what I know about that for sure.
I bet you do.
I bet you do. I guess, when you are shipping cannabis, you just have to roll with it.
No. Oh, man.
Maybe we should rename this the Bong Show. What do you think?
That's awesome. Hang on, Sarah. Okay, I'll give you all the information to get your $50 gift certificate to Wingnuts. Hold on, all right?
Thanks, Chuck.
Okay,
Thank
hold
you,
on.
Sarah.
Okay, Chuck, we have another one. Dave, are you there?
I am.
Okay. Dave, you're on with Chuck freaking Popick. What's your question about shipping?
Hey, Chuck. Dave Schneep here. Hey, I had a question. It was actually my dad's question, but
and you're on a boat. You're on a boat right now.
Yeah, I'm on the Catalina Flyer. I'm going over here with my buddy John Pashner, and we're going to go dive into Catalina today. We're going to finish off his advance. So we're heading over. We're going to goof off, stay the night, go out, have a great time.
I just can't fathom, what you're doing over there.
Fathom.
Yeah, no, exactly. Oh, yes.
And before you get into it, Dave, we have somebody goes, "Good morning, poor man. It's Craig on Ogle Street. I don't have a question for Chuck, but if I did, he would probably just punish me."
Ah.
Yeah. Hey, sorry about that. We got a bunch of dolphins, so everybody's freaking out. So, hey, no, I had a question in regards to shipping firearms. My dad is a huge collector, and he's starting to sell off a bunch of his collection. and he wants to know how to ship like across state lines if he needs like a federal firearms license or any kind of special permits to ship.
Great question. There's no real restrictions on shipping, firearms. You definitely don't want to ship it loaded, and you want to ship ammunition separately, from the gun itself. But yeah, there's some rules, about the commerce of firearms. What I know is that if it's antique firearms, before a certain date, you can pretty much sell it without, special permitting. But yes, I believe, the person who's going to be buying it, has to pass a certain list, that they're not on a list of people that are going to be terrorists, that kind of a list. And the sale, between citizens, you go to gun shows, you're able to buy and sell, and so shipping, doesn't preclude you, from doing that commerce. But I think a wise tip would be, make sure that the person is reputable who you're selling it to, because they have a way of tracing the source of these guns. And so if they're ever in any sort of incident, then you could be liable for those.
Right.
Hey, Dave, what kind of guns are they?
They're older ones. They're old, like collectible ones. He's got a sizable, valuable collection. He's just getting older, and he kind of wants to give it to somebody else who can appreciate. Not give it. Wants to get it out there for somebody else to appreciate, kind of thing.
Are they pretty valuable old guns?
I think so. I mean, I don't know a lot about them. It's not really my gig. I'm not. But it's him. So he's got like a lot of Western stuff. Like the old 30-30s and early pistols and. No like machine guns or anything crazy.
Right.
But it's like, and they're all nice, really pretty wood, and they look beautiful. I mean, if you're into them, you would love them.
Yep. But in terms of shipping, Dave, yeah, you can ship it. So there's no real
cool.
rules on that. But I think there is some other paperwork. Make sure that the person you're selling it to, is not on that list.
Well, all right. That's what I was curious, or he was curious. So that'll kind of work out.